Mario Barrios is a great matchup for Manny Pacquiao, and I think at this age it's a 50-50 fight for Manny Pacquiao.
Crawford needs to manage well his body, his speed, and his power, because he's moving up to another level of weight.
We're not done yet.
Manny Pacquiao is gearing up for the ultimate comeback, and rumors are swirling that he could be teaming up with Terence Crawford. However, Manny issued a word of warning for Crawford ahead of his blockbuster clash with Canelo Alvarez. Pacquiao states that the fight won't be easy for Crawford as Canelo holds the advantage. He stressed that Terence needed to be smart about adjusting his weight to this division.
That's not easy for Crawford. I mean, it's Canelo has the big advantage, but Crawford needs to manage well his body, his speed, and his power, because he's moving up to another level of weight.
In addition, Pacquiao urged Crawford to focus on the right techniques when facing a guy like Alvarez. Pacquiao emphasized that it's not just about moving up in weight, but tailoring every aspect of training to counter Canelo's unique fighting style. He advised Crawford to zero in on the specific techniques that work against Canelo, warning that anything less than that could leave Crawford exposed when he steps into the ring with Alvarez.
You know, preparing like that opponents, like is not only the speed, but the techniques that you can use in the fight. Like, make sure that in your daily routine, training routine, like that, make sure that all the techniques, strategy, combination, like, it's accurate to your opponent's style. You know what I'm talking about? Like, when you have a math exam tomorrow, you have to review right now a math subject. You don't need to review English subject or a science subject. You have to review math subject, because tomorrow you're going to have a exam.
However, remembering the past, Terence Crawford stated that Pacquiao is not in his top 5 pound-for-pound list, while acknowledging that Pacquiao has achieved stats that no other fighter will likely be able to replicate. He argued that Pacquiao's refusal to undergo blood tests when Floyd Mayweather demanded it raised red flags, and pointed to Pacquiao's lack of knockouts since then. He added that Manny and his team avoided him and made excuses to fight him when he was at 140.
I don't got Manny Pacquiao top 5.
You
Reason
don't?
why he's not up there.
But
You
why?
should know that reason.
It's your interview.
Manny's a generational talented fighter. Like, he's accomplished what no other fighter is ever going to accomplish.
Yeah.
Again, but I don't feel like, he did it on his own. That's me personally, because for the simple fact, when Floyd made it a point for him to do the blood test, he didn't want to do the blood test. But then when he did do the blood test, he haven't got a knockout since. Man, I hear so many excuses like they didn't want it. But Freddie Roach on the record saying he didn't want Pacquiao to fight for one. And I just think Top Rank wanted to protect Pacquiao because of the money issue. That was their cash cow, and
Hey, but hell, you could have been the cash cow.
listen, they don't think like that, So they didn't want to mess up the money that they was getting
Right.
from Pacquiao at the time. So other reasons, I don't.
Looking ahead, Terence stated that Mario is a great matchup for Pacquiao. He stated that at this age, anything can likely happen. He implied that his being at the later stage of his career gives Barrios a fair shot at the title.
On the same card as Manny Pacquiao's return. Have you got any thoughts on that fight with Mario Barrios, and is there any chance we see you still in there at 46?
Nah, at 46, I don't plan on being back in the ring, but Mario Barrios is a great matchup for Manny Pacquiao. And I think, at this age, it's a 50-50 fight for Manny Pacquiao.
On the flip side, Manny wasted no time firing back at such claims and anyone questioning whether his time has passed. The Filipino icon made his statement in training camp, pushing through with intensity and focus to show the world he still has plenty left in the tank. He's determined to shock all those who doubt him due to his age. He is proving in his camp that he still has the fire and determination, and aims to prove in the ring on fight night that he still has the fighter in him too.
We're not done yet.
Back up a little bit. Konti lang, konti para may space mag-sit up.
What's the main motivation for coming back? What was the reason that made you want to?
Oh, like I said, like boxing is my passion. I mean, I missed boxing for 4 years. It's good for me, for my body, because I've been I started boxing when I was young, so it's good for my body to rest for 4 years, and then I'll come back. I feel like, you know, the passion, the fire in my eyes, to work hard, like that, is still there.
However, Manny is not the only one working hard in the camp. Mario Barrios is giving his all, and he knows who he is up against. Leaving no stone unturned, Barrios is making sure he is the one who gets his hands raised. Interestingly, there was a time when Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford shared mutual respect, and Pacquiao even visited Crawford's training camps in the past. Fast forward to today, the tone has shifted dramatically. Meanwhile, Teofimo Lopez couldn't resist getting up close to witness Manny Pacquiao in action. Teo quietly made his way inside his camp, soaking up a rare chance to witness a living legend push through. Teofimo even brought a sneaker pair with him for Manny to sign.
Division. 8 division.
Yeah, look, 8.
Wow.
Whoa. What size are you?
10.
10. These are what are they? 9.5. Like 8 division, right?
For you two or for Manny?
I would give it to Champ. I would give it to Champ. He don't got a shoe plug, huh?
Kobe. Yeah, wow. That's nice. That's it, Kobe?
Yeah, Kobe is Dodgers. Kobe.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Lopez had the number 8 marked on his sneaker in recognition and admiration of Pacquiao's unmatched 8-division reign. He also asked Manny to sign another pair, telling him he plans to gift them to his son when he's older.
So expensive.
And look, 8 for 8 division. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Thank you. This is for me. I give it to my son when he's older. Thank you, Champ. Yeah.
Famous streamer iShowSpeed couldn't resist shooting his shot when he ran into Manny Pacquiao in public. Not wanting to let the moment slip by, he asked Manny for a quick spar, but it didn't take long for reality to hit Speed. He found out the hard way that tossing wild punches is nowhere near enough to handle a fighter of Pacquiao's caliber. One brief exchange was all it took to remind everyone why Manny is still one of the sharpest to ever lace up the gloves. Meanwhile, having shared the ring with both fighters, Keith Thurman offered insights into Manny Pacquiao's chances against Mario Barrios. Thurman believes that if Pacquiao can still summon that trademark instep and slip inside, he's got the power to hurt Barrios. He added that Barrios' defense is not that great. He stated that Barrios isn't elusive and can be caught.
Depending on his conditioning, right? Depending on how much he can pop in on that instep that he brought to me, that notorious fast instep. If he can pop in that instep, and if Pacquiao can get in, you know, I know he can hurt Mario Barrios. I hurt Mario Barrios on multiple occasions. Tank hurt him. So I know Pacquiao can hurt Barrios. I think that's the one thing in Pacquiao's favor. Mario Barrios was hurt against Ramos, right? So that's the thing, is the defense of Mario Barrios is still suspect, you know? He is there. He is willing to get caught. you can catch the kid.
Additionally, Keith stated that if Barrios can keep his distance, stay long, and fires off his fast jabs, he can force Manny to burn energy as he tries to close the gap. By making Pacquiao rely on his legs and his signature stuttering steps, Keith thinks Barrios can dictate how the fight goes.
Said, he actually had a really good jab. And then he actually used that good jab when he beat Ugas, right? And Ugas beat Pacquiao because he stayed long, right? So I think if Mario Barrios works that good jab of his, stays long, makes the old man use his legs and do those stutter steps and works really hard to get on the inside, I think, he can. I think he can pull it off, because it's all, I said this before, but Manny Pacquiao is notorious, one of those fighters throughout his career. When you look at his resume, how come this guy beat him, but he beat this list of guys?
However, Keith ultimately leans towards Barrios to get the job. Thurman says the sport has entered a new generation, and for him, this fight feels like a sign, an omen of that shift. If Pacquiao loses to Barrios, Thurman believes it marks the end of an era, a clear message that it's out with the old guard. In his view, a Barrios victory would close the book on hearing legends like Pacquiao's name at the top ever again.
So there's the "Are you ready tonight?" aspect of boxing. Who's showing up tonight? Manny Pacquiao, July 19th, 2025. Who is he on that night? We are going to witness. We will find out, But that's a big question. And yeah, for that, I just slightly I just favor Mario Barrios. I think we're just in that new generation. And when you're truly, that's a sign too. This is almost an omen type fight. Manny Pacquiao loses to Mario Barrios, and we know, out with the old, complete new generation. We ain't gonna hear those names no more. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, it is just gonna be a done deal.
Adding his perspective, Roy Jones Jr. threw his support behind Manny with a bit of veteran wisdom attached. Jones believes that if Pacquiao uses his ring IQ, stays disciplined, and avoids getting dragged into a war in the first 6 rounds, he'll have the tools to outbox Barrios and get the win. Having laced up gloves in his 50s, Roy states that he has no reason to doubt Pacquiao. He states Manny will deliver a good performance at the age of 46.
If you stay away from Barrios for the first 6 rounds and boxes smartly, he'll beat Barrios. If he goes in there and try to trade with Barrios will catch him. How can a man that fought at 54 years old have any concerns about anybody under that age? I love him more than I'm gonna love myself? No way. So if I'm 54 and did it, why am I worried about him at 46? Manny is a constant professional. He knows how to handle himself. He knows what he's up against. He knows what he's challenging before he go in there. He knows what Barrios is. He knows everything about Barrios. So I'm not worried about him. I know Manny is Manny. Manny is one of the top fighters to ever live for a reason. Manny is different than a lot of guys. Manny fought a lot of tough fighters in their primes, at their primes. So Manny's a different kind of guy.
Building on that, Conor Benn has thrown his support behind Manny Pacquiao, warning that Mario Barrios shouldn't expect an easy night. Ben believes Barrios is in for a tough, grueling fight once he shares the ring with the Filipino legend. Despite questions swirling around Pacquiao's age, Ben is confident that Manny still has enough left in the tank to pull off the win and silence doubters one more time.
No, the WBC title was very, very real, and part of me goes, I wish, I fought for the WBC title, world title. But ultimately, you got Barrios versus Pacquiao. I think Barrios is going to be in for a hard fight, to be honest. I think Pacquiao could win it.
Do you know what's mad? That when you done the face-off with Pacquiao in Saudi, you was getting a bit of a stick for it. But realistically, you could fight him for the WBC title, and then you can get no stick for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just boxing, isn't it? Everyone's always got something to moan about. Yeah. How many people were moaning about the fight with Eubank for it to turn out to be a classic and deliver entertainment to so many people?
Manny Pacquiao or Mario Barrios?
Obviously, I'd love to see Pacquiao get a W.
I hope so.
I hope so.
You said Pacquiao too?
I mean, I want Pacquiao to win. I don't think he is.
I think he can, though.
No, he can. He's looking amazing. I'm with him every day. He looks amazing. He looks better now than before Ugas.
It's not like clip. It's really.
No, it's real. It's an hour worth. It's not highlights.
I'm hoping he can. But
okay.
The thing about that was my guy growing up. I love Pacquiao. That was my man.
He's the best.
I don't want to see him lose to a guy that's in his prime. You know what I mean? I don't know what's.
He's not gonna lose.
That's what I hope.
Okay.
Fingers crossed he gets.
Weighing in, former 4-division world champion Eric Morales shared his thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's decision to lace up the gloves again. Morales reflected that every boxer reaches a point in life where the urge to keep fighting pulls them back into the ring, no matter what they've accomplished. With that in mind, Morales wished Pacquiao nothing but the best and hoped the comeback would play out in his favor.
Es un gran momento para todos, para él muy especial, para todos los que van a inducir en este fin de semana, porque al final del día que han reflejado su trabajo, su esfuerzo en aplausos de la gente y el cariño que les tiene, y estar aquí es grandioso. Bueno, yo creo que él va a volver al ring, ¿no? Él pues todavía alucina con el boxeo, pero bueno, todos tenemos esa alucin y ojalá que le vaya bien. Felicidades por todo el trabajo, muchas felicidades este fin de semana y ojalá le vaya bien.
Okay, gracias, Eric.
Furthermore, Coach Joel Diaz stated that Mario Barrios is the younger, fresher fighter and questioned whether Manny is at this stage and should even be stepping into the ring. Diaz added that he has great respect for Pacquiao and he's accomplished. He firmly believes taking someone like Barrios now is a step too far for the aging legend.
Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger, he's big, he's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. You know, Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. You know, I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
Moreover, Paulie Malignaggi voiced his reservations. He questioned whether Pacquiao was so past his prime that he is falling back into a welterweight division that Paulie already sees as lifeless. Malignaggi warned that if Pacquiao isn't bringing true quality, he risks doing nothing but adding to what he called the division's sense of deadness. He implied that it would be a brutal reality check for fans still clinging to the legend's glory days.
For all intents and purposes, who knows if he beats Mario Barrios? Is Manny Pacquiao so shot that he's just falling into a dead welterweight division and he's just adding to the deadness of it?
I would imagine
if he's not of quality.
I would imagine Barrios would be the favorite.
The silver lining is this: for all the other contenders that may be waiting, who honestly I don't think are that good, because we would see them if they were that good in this welterweight division. If you're even remotely decent, you'll probably
past 5 is pretty bad.
You're probably winning a world title if you're even remotely decent, you know. So past the champions, we don't have a lot there. But if Manny Pacquiao is a world champion instead of Mario Barrios, because it's still a big if, because I don't even know if he's too shot to even beat Barrios. Because let's remember, Barrios did beat Ugas. Granted, it was an Ugas that got beat up by Spence afterwards, but nonetheless, Mario Barrios does have win over Ugas. If Pacquiao does win a championship, hey, for all the other contenders, there's more money.
As opinions clash and bold predictions fly, the stakes couldn't be higher for Pacquiao and Barrios. Legends fade, new stars rise, but every once in a while, a fighter refuses to let the final bell ring just yet. If you enjoyed the video, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a beat, and we will see you in the next video with more exciting updates.